Alright, welcome back everyone. Creative and Fairyland DIY bookend. So, something has been through Google Translate. I've chosen this Cyber, it says Future World. This is the one I've picked. I'm trying to think. There's no real pictures of it or anything, so let's pop her open and see how it looks in person. Get my first impression as well. Cautiously optimistic, sort of don't know what I've gotten myself into. Hopefully not going to be too crazy bad. I do want a little bit of a challenge, but I don't want to go over the top yet. Okay, see a bunch of loose pieces and stuff in there, and a bag. I got lots of grates and grills and wood and tiny pieces. Bag over. Let's see, got the near future. There's the biggest picture of it I've seen so far. How's the printing look on this? How's the instructions? Photorealistic. Well, pictures. So they spent some on printing it. Looks like they're pretty good instructions, sort of step by step. Always do this, do that. Stick along there. Yeah. Okay. Optimistic now. It sort of looks like there's going to be a lot of little pieces to build, but hopefully it won't be too awful bad. What we got here? Okay, a template for cutting out and sticking things on, no doubt. Alright. What are you? You are... Okay, you're all the pieces I have to cut out, so not looking forward to that. Because that's a pretty thick boy. This thing's going to be poster sized. Wow. That's a lot of stuff to cut out. And it's just going to keep going. Okay, it's just... Okay, so those two aren't that bad. That's just the sides, it looks like. And that's probably... Yeah. Okay, maybe it won't be as bad as I'm thinking. It looks like these are only the only really small pieces to cut out and down here too. And some of them are backups, it appears. So, okay. What's this? Okay, more of them. Okay, so this is going to be the outside. So it has nothing printed on the wood. It doesn't look like. It looks like it's all up to me to put it on. Yeah, there's some clear pieces hidden in the middle there. Okay, so I'm not nervous about the pieces so much as I'm getting these. All the little things I think I'll be alright. Getting these things mounted on is going to be not fun. And they did drop the second world off the... It's not Future World on there. Okay. And then all the rest of the... Anything else in there? That's just some cardboard. Okay. Let's see here. I got a little clear acrylic ruler. Oh, they send us some handy dandies. Probably not as good as my handy dandies, but more teeny tiny wood pieces. Bag B. This appears to be the outside frame and the mirror for the back to create the depth. They'll have in all of those. Plastic, as you'd expect. Let's see when. It looks like some. Okay, I'm going to pop this bag open and take a look at it because it's got bags inside of it too. Yeah, some moss, greenery. Oh, I guess I need to turn on the other light. And there's our. Looks like LEDs. Looks like a whole lot of them. So it's going to be a well lit. Let's see. More teeny tiny pieces. Yeah, definitely going to need those tweezers. Or my tweezers anyway. Looks like some wire and tape and a few beads in there, it looks like. And some shaded sort of films. Okay. Oh, there's another bag inside. Oh, not done just yet. Let's get some gravel. Okay, that's a new one. And what we got in here? I can find it. Here, there's that. Inside the bag, in the bag. Oh yeah, some beads and little decorations, it looks like. Wired. Yeah. What's this? And we've got crease and everything else. Okay, it's just a little foil type thing. And it looks like two-sided tape there, I'm guessing. And another piece of wire. Okay, so let's put those back down in there. Keep everything sort of straight. It's got labeled bag seats, so I'll leave it out. Alright. I will hand paint it evidently because it's got some overspray on here. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside, see if I can find enough pieces to do a couple of steps, and I'll be right back and we'll get going on this sucker. Okay, first step is testing out the LEDs to see which one's which. As you can see, I already tested that one because you're supposed to do it with 3 LR44 batteries and I've only got 2, but there's enough juice there to get them to light up. Put, getting that nest untangled took about 20-25 minutes and getting them sorted out, and then just that up to the top. This one is purple. It may not be showing on, maybe kill the lights a little bit down. Yes. Anyway, it is purple. I can get it to flash on, so I'm just labeling them purple. And getting more and more nervous about what I've got myself into, but I'm gonna charge on at least until I fail. Slack on this one too. Okay, this is one of these two. Okay. And white on the flat part. Okay, another purple. Not sure any better with, I think it's just too bright all of a sudden, but okay, there on this one as well. Okay. On the blue. Yeah, we'll have to do it. Bigger ones. Let's see here. Put it a little bit further. And they do discourage you from, that's another blue one, from doing it with your hands like this. But I don't think there's enough amperage in here to really hurt me. It might let me know I did something wrong, but I don't. Oops. Another blue one. Okay. I've somehow got on the spam list of some insurance company that's trying to sell somebody named Carol insurance. I don't know why they won't just leave me alone. It's been like 3 weeks. I think they'd eventually figure out I'm not going to answer you. Okay, so white. And for long-time viewers, you may remember these little white tiles off of the Christmas Book Nook build. That was the windows. I knew I'd have some use for these at some point. They were just too good to throw away. Another white one. And last one to test. Hope it's not a white one. I'd like to use a colorful note. It's going to be blue. I'll get them to. Yeah. It's not very colorful. On my display, it's not very colorful for y'all, but it's a blue one. All right. Now I got those all labeled, and I'll have to buy another battery for it. It's all said and done. And actually, what comes next? So I didn't get past that part. Okay, let's get to try out my new glue that Dr. Escapism MD recommended to me in the comments. So if it fails, it's his fault, but I'm sure it'll be successful because he's never steered me wrong. So I'll be right back with that try. Okay, step whatever this is, I guess after testing the light, step 2, the next step, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm going to say this is the glue that you recommended. It has a very nice chemical smell to it, so I'm pretty sure it should work really good because, like I say, it's got that, it's hardcore chemicals. And I trimmed this down and it fits. It's a really tight fit on there. Looks good dry so far. And I'm going to use my new glue, see how it rolls. And maybe, are there any directions? Surface need clean, dry, test for scrap plug, glue to one surface pressed together, do not use. Okay, yeah. Basically, put the glue on and put the other thing on top of the glue. No extra special instructions. I'm going to be not stingy with it, but I'm not going to go crazy either. Nice thin bead. Spread it around. Get as many places as I can. And hope that was enough. There, get my squeegee out. A little overhang over here, but it's okay. And so far, no bubbling under it. That's what I was really trying to avoid, the bubbling underneath it. It's got some, but it's not near as bad as any of the other glues I've tried. Like I said, I didn't line it up exactly perfectly, but I think I'm within, a 32nd of an inch, 64th of an inch up there. So you can see, got a little overhang on that side, and not on this side. But I think that's, for a first shot, that's not bad. Alright, I like it. So far, so good. This seems like the stuff. Keep it in mind if you need to lay down some paper. Thank you, sir. All right. I'll pull the next piece and get another one done. That went far better than I thought it was going to. Okay. Here we go again. A little more gluing. Make sure I'm gluing on the right side because I've been known to flip things over without looking right. See that there. I don't think it'll fit if I try and do it wrong, but no, like that. Yeah. Like that and like that. And taking a quick peek ahead, they jump head first into building the structure pretty quick here. So we'll get some sidewalls built on tonight, looks like. Well, tonight for y'all, tomorrow night for me, because I don't think I'm going to be up that late. Maybe I'll do a little more stripping down the edge there. That's going to be, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oops. Get you on. Squeegee in place. One more this way. All right, that, like I say, this, I'm sold. This is the stuff to use, guys. This is, I say, you can tell where the glue's at, but there's no bubbling. You know, like I've always ran into trying to do big glues like this before. That just, you know, swells up everywhere. So yeah, excellent. Okay, I just kind of learned. Make sure I hit in the corners and along the edges good. But I think that's just going to come with practice. Like I say, it's got that real good chemical smell to it too, so you know it's doing good. I'm using a well-ventilated area for sure. Let's see if I can get the light to refract on it. That's, you can sort of see where how much I laid out there. Nope. And so I got some pretty good overhang on this, but I think that's going to be okay. I said the way I'm looking at what we're about to be doing, it's not a bad thing to have a little shadow there. And let's see, so this is what we've done thus far. And these actually going to end up here and there. I'm thinking it wants to be, we'll have a little bit, I think that's going to be to allow, that white section is to allow light to come through, so I want to make sure it's showing, but I'm not sure. It doesn't seem, the lines don't seem to line up. Great, let's see here. Okay, this one says to line with that edge. So I'll just use, they sent us a ruler, let's use their ruler as a straight edge. That's supposed to be against that edge, I guess in the bottom. Okay. And yeah, just aligned along. Yeah, that's the flat side. There. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be going for. So, you know what? I'm gonna stick with this beacon glue. Seems to be working pretty good so far, so I'm just gonna put a little twirl in it there. And line you up and down there. There. And same thing over here. Make sure you got enough on there to hold it. I'm not going to go crazy with it because I don't know how strong this stuff is really. And that's the edge there. I don't know how long it takes to dry either, come to think of it. And I should, it's all said and done. Well, I was supposed to poke those holes in that paper beforehand, but hopefully they're going to go straight through all the way. Let's see. I got one here for that. Okay. Yep. It made it. And likewise this one. Yep, I can see it pushing up there. I'm going to let that glue dry before I push the glue off of that. But it does. It appears my holes have lined up, so I'm good on that. So that's good. And then I think, oh yeah, we're already working on the mirror. Okay, so I'm gonna go get my mirror and cut out a piece for it, and I'll be right back. And we'll, like I say, we're gonna have, there's gonna be a significant amount of building done here. This is much more than I was expecting to get done right off the bat. I guess so. It looks like they're gonna build the structure first, and then go back and put all the little details in afterwards. Okay, yeah, that seems, yeah, that's what it looks like we're gonna be doing. So, okay, so that makes sense. And then you put the other wall on afterwards. All right, I dig it. I see where they're going. Picking up what they're putting down. All right, be right back with a little bit more. Okay, a quick interlude. What I got in my mirror, which is what we're about to stick this onto, but you're supposed to cut this in half. So what I've decided to do, I'm just lining up on the back of the mirror. Rubbed it through there, and I've got the line to cut on, so I know exactly the right size, and that appears to be about symmetrical. That's once you get it turned over, yeah, that looks like it's going to be about right on the mirror. So that's what I've been doing. Let's go ahead and do that now. That'd be actually better. A little more obvious. I know exactly where I'm going. And if this doesn't work, you'll know not to try it. Now I got the other way. And I may not. So, yeah, I got that. Actually, I'm tempted to just try and tear it. That's how we do it in school. Wet it down the edge, fold it over, right down the other edge, nice and weak, and it's gonna work. Yeah, and it went right down there. And like I said, I'm assuming we're gonna use this for something else. I don't know what at this point, but I got to cut this white part out and then stick all this on the mirror. So I'll cut out the white part and I'll be right back and we'll stick that on. Okay, mission accomplished. Got that cut out pretty nicely, I think. So we get to peel our backing off. You get to see my camera up there. And a little bit of glue here. And whoop, get you in there. But now the hard part is going to be setting it off to the sides, I think. Alright, looks alright from here. Not quite all the way over there, but I think by the time we place it in there, it'll be alright. And my squeegee. Way. Alright. And we've got that done. Alright. Wasn't expecting to jump into the mirror that quickly, but there you go. Okay, so I'll be right back, and we're actually going to start assembling the, like I say, the structure proper now, which is surprising to me, but so be it. Be right back with that. Okay, and the next step is to combine these guys like that. Well, no, the brown goes on the inside. And as you can see, no notches or anything, but fortunately I happen to remember I've got some corner brackets. So this should be ideal for these guys, I hope. I've never actually used them. I bought them a while back when I was sort of trying to thinking about getting into woodworking, but never, they were too small for my use. So that goes like that. And this guy, and here, get you lined up down here. Nope, you're not all the way down the front side. Okay, so that, in theory, over there is not, looks like a good seam along the back. So I think that'll work, and I'll put, what I'm gonna do, this will be my last bit for tonight. Like I say, I'm gonna glue that up. And is this, let's see, which glues have I got. I'm gonna stick with this beacon. I don't know how strong this is. It's advanced craft brew, so it's got to be worth doing. Yeah, let's use it. Let's stick with this stuff. It's been good to me so far today, so I'm gonna stick with it tonight. Okay, so cinch this one into place. Gonna loosen this. Oh, wait a second. I also want to do the top one. I want to have them on both sides. So okay, so you'll go in here, and you go in here. That. And I'll do that. So I planned this out before and that's got us a good seam along the back, it looks like. Everything lined up, so make sure these guys are cinched in good. And take the brown one out. somehow. There we go. Loosen this one. So in theory, I should run a bit of glue along there and then slide my brown piece back in, and then I can cinch it back down and go to bed for tonight and let this glue really set up. I'll get a better view. Yeah. Okay, I can see it better like this. I think y'all see it about equally. Okay, so maybe I'll do the glue along this so I can make sure I get the right place. Okay, now I just drop you in, slide you right on over to there. Everything still looks lined up. Now tighten my clamp down on both sides. Alright, and I've got a nice, looks good, and let me hit this seam with my, whoop. Scrape all that excess off before it dries. Alright, so like I said, now I got that much done. I think I'm going to call it a night, but I'll see you here in about 2 seconds, and we will keep going because this is getting exciting now. Okay, it's tomorrow for me. It still looks pretty good on the lining things up, so let's find out how good that glue really is. Pull the clamps off and see how things worked. I guess that's how you do it. Alright. Seems like a good bond and nice straight seam down there, so I'm glad I remembered I had these things, and I think I'm going to be able to use them again, because now, on that, make sure, yeah, I'm supposed to set this piece in here 2.3 centimeters up. I'm not sure. Let's see, if I put, let's see, these things, I'm going this direction on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do that, I think. Put you in there. This one goes in. I say I still got to go back and measure it, but put it in like that. That'll hold that there. And then this one over here, yeah, over here. Once I get it lined up properly there, that'll be able to, that should lock me in place on that. Okay, alright, so I just gotta not break it before I do it. Just got to get 2.3 centimeters. Double check my, yep, 2.3 centimeters up, so that's inches. 1, 2, there. Yeah. And a couple of marks somewhere I've got, yep, got a silver marker. So the hard part on this is going to be reading the 2.3. No, it's okay, it works. But on the wrong side. So 2, 3. So here. Okay. So I've got them marked out. And hopefully that'll be close enough for us. Let's see, it goes in like this. So, something like that. It doesn't look level. I guess it is. Okay, so now gotta figure out. Because I'm having to wrap my head around how to use these things, so that I don't have a whole lot of practice with them. So this goes. Yeah, so I want that on my slot here. You'll see that lined up. I just moved it. Okay. So that should be getting into place there. Double check here. Like I said, it's going to depend on the angle, but I think it's pretty close. As I say, depending on how much wobble I put into it, but I think that's about right. Okay. Now, likewise over here, I'd go like that. No. No, it won't do it. I gotta go in this way, so it's gotta be. Let's see how good this is. Let's see. If I put this one in, yeah, that should be. Yeah, that gets us pretty close on that one. And then I can just do this here. After the fact, I don't like doing it across that. I guess I don't have any choice. I'm sort of not hitting square on that. Oh, hitting between the sidewalks there, but not. My brain's saying there should be another way to do this, but I don't think there is. But it also looks reasonably straight here. Put it here, that won't work. So that won't work. I can't hold on to these things. Okay, so it's going to have to be that way. And I've already knocked it down a couple of times like that. And this might be, if I use gravity on it, there might be enough. Yeah, I think that probably would be. Got it showing there. Yeah. And now let's double check this, see how close. Well, it doesn't work because it doesn't go to the end. I know I've got my calipers. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so 23 millimeters, right? Is that right? All you metric people, help me. Think good thoughts. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little off, but that's still, I think, within reason. Okay, this side is way off, because that's down to 20. Let's see, and that's, okay. So, bump this one up a little bit. Let you go. Let's see here. That's 20. I'm probably putting way too much effort into this. Okay, so that one is at 23, so lock you in. Make sure you stayed. Yeah, you're within reason. Almost 24, maybe. Okay, I'm going to go at... Okay, so... Okay. Okay, 22.8 is good enough for me. Oh. Okay, back to you. Okay, now it's... Okay. Okay. As it sits right there, we're less than a millimeter off. So for me, that's pretty good. And I also found these little doodads, so I can put those in there to hopefully hold this in place. Okay, so you... There. And... Oh. Well, that'll work better because it's actually bridging the gap. That's how you do it. Let's see where this ends us up at. Get our probe in. Okay, you're locked in. You're locked in. That's a little wobbly. But I think it'll be all right. You end up at 24. Well. 2.2. So that back corner. Okay, we're staying that 23 range. This is still 22.8. Yeah, so we're really close. So if I leave... Oh, I see the problem here. If I leave... Yeah. Now I can't get that piece of wood out without... Oh, okay. Darn. Okay. So... But I think the premise is good. Okay. So I'm going to leave this one clamped on and pop this. Okay, it's not good. Okay, so you place you. This hole comes out like that. Okay, you're still locked in good. Okay, make sure you're tight. Alright. Now, get our glue ready. It's got to go on this edge and this edge. Okay. So, stick with this craft glue because it's stood up to all the stuff I've been doing to it here. So, seems like the good stuff. And then you and now slide you in here. Get on there. Bring us down. Let's see. That one should be good to go. This is the one over here we're going to be maneuvering. 20. Okay. Oh, I just moved it. I felt it move when I was... Okay, but it's staying. I just moved it when I tightened it up too, so that's how bad does it move. 24. Okay. It's a millimeter off, but I'm going to accept that as... I see a little seepage here I need to wipe out. If I can find the paper towel I brought in here. Ah, there it is. The shop towel, anyway. Okay. And looks good on that end. Appears a good solid connection there and there. I could actually use a little bit further in. So, okay. It looks about the same on my dots. Getting about the same exposure on them. Okay, I think I'm done. Well, not done, but I think I'm going to let that dry now. See how that works out. And I'll come back and we will be... What am I doing next? I think... Got to put a wire in and then put it in the mirror set. And then that'll finish us up for today. So we're getting close today. So like I said, I'm going to give this a good hour to dry. And I'll be back right after that. Okay. I think it's had ample time to dry now. So I'm going to try and ease these back out. Plenty of time. Okay, not falling down yet. I wouldn't think it would since it's still clamped in. But and okay. Staying upright. Got us a good. Is that? Not quite tall enough. I am going to prop up those that corner there though. Make sure I don't do any damage. Make sure nothing. It's fairly close. Okay. So we got that done. That done. And now it says they gave us a spare wire here. It's supposed to be 60 centimeters, and I'll take them at their word. I don't have a yardstick here, or a meter stick, or whatever I would need to do that with. And it's saying we want 2 of them with 30. So that should be. So I will double check that. Let's see. So them doubled up. With the included, so that's 15. Yeah, so looking at 30 and some change on them. So that's, I'm assuming what we're going to go with. Nip these. And I don't have my strippers up here with me right now, so should have. Looks like I got room to strip where I'm going to be positioning them. Yeah, we're just sort of holding them in place right now. That didn't stay very long. Okay. And according to the picture, okay, get some of their stickies. Supposed to take a couple of pieces of the sticky stuff off. So get my scissors and just pop a couple of squares off here. And I'm going to mark this one with my marker so we know which end goes with which. Good mark on it so I can, when the time comes I'm wiring it in, I know I'm running a real circuit. But so I say just hit both ends so I know which one I'm dealing with on these. Okay. then I'll let that sort of, shouldn't take long for the ink to dry, but from what I'm seeing, it's supposed to run it down that hole in the corner. And that, it was just running down that hole in the corner. And I'm just gonna thought I heard the cat come in here. She's sneaky like that. I guess. Well, I was being paranoid about the cat. Run that one down in there. And just looks like we're just supposed to tack these down. That's bending. No, it didn't bend in half. Ah, here she is. Okay, so get that off there and just sort of just hold you all right there on that edge. And have these ready before I get it started, before I pick it up again, maybe. The cat is, oh, okay. She's playing with the power cord on the vacuum cleaner. It's not plugged in or anything. She's found something to attack. Come on, get off of there. Okay, there it goes. Got that ready now, so just ease these guys down through there. Pull them out, and this it says just sort of stow them over here. So we're just trying to get it out of the way to put the mirror in, is what I'm thinking. Wrong side. Okay. So pull you all down. Like I said, I'm just going to stow you. Trying to get them separated so I can get a. There you go. Yeah, so you just sort of tack that down there. So that's back in the corner, not in our way. You back in, get our mirror. It's supposed to drop in on the back of the sidewalks there. Oh. Something like that. Alright, you know. Ooh. Okay. So just take our new handy dandy, my new handy dandy favorite glue of the week. Just run a bead. Try and go as straight as I can, which wasn't very. There. And I'm going to see if I can hit on this side here. A little sloppy. But that's more me than the glue. And pop you in and pop you over. Doors up there. And I don't. Alright. Now, I'm going to hold this for a few minutes, but that's where I want to end up today. I think that's good progress for the first day. Get all our goodies in place there. Got a good foundation going, so I'm pleased with that. We will continue tomorrow and we get to start building on, looks like, some of the cityscape scenes and get to install some more lights, which should be fun. Looks like a big chunk of lights. But that being said, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.